24 hours later. And we are doing a podcast called The Monday M.A.S.S. on a Tuesday. It happens, but it always works out for the best, right?
I'm always late for National Women's Day.
You were? Happy International Women's Day. The whole world.
I think today's International Tea Day.
This is International Action Sports Podcast Day.
Booyah.
Every day is International Action Sports Podcast Day. Hey, I'm Chris.
It's Monday somewhere.
Is it? Is it?
I'm Todd. Hi.
That's Todd Richards.
We're going to do this podcast for you right now.
Unprepared but excited.
Mm-hmm.
We had a full 24 hours extra to prepare for this week's podcast, so we're going to do it, and it's going to be great. The video portion of this podcast brought to you by Beneath Radically Better Underwear. See?
Is that the new tagline?
I don't. This is actual Todd's. So for those of you not watching, if you're listening, we've got a display of a perfectly proportioned buttocks. It's done up in, I believe this is clear. What is this material?
That would be plastic.
And you can actually, it's a butt bongo. Throwback, Stern style. These are our favorite underpants right here.
Hey, butt snorkel that real quick.
Is this how you lift people up? Hey, there we go.
Butt snorkel it.
And we're gonna give some underpants out to somebody, to some lucky people, and they're junk.
New ones.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Worn half a day. Nothing day. On this week's episode of the World's Greatest Action Sports Podcast, we're going to talk about some of the best surfers in the world, locked away in their hotel rooms.
Yeah, some of the best hotel rooms in the world.
It's going to get weird, and much more. As we get into it, let's talk about our sponsors: Bubs Naturals, collagen, MCT, brain, body, soul. All the stuff that you want to work well will work better with Bubs Naturals. We do have a code MASS20. 20% off. I've been a daily user now for 3 or 4 months. Life is good.
How you feeling?
Feeling good.
Feeling good?
Feeling great.
Okay.
Beneath Apparel, like we just said, follow them at BN3TH Apparel. Hanson Surfboards at Hanson Surfboards. I almost thought last night that today would be a good day to do almost a full episode just all about our sponsors. But then I realized that every episode has a lot about our sponsors.
What do you mean?
We appreciate them.
Just like no content?
You know, I was thinking about going down the line and really going into a deep dive of the history of these companies.
That's when we truly have nothing to talk about.
That's for when we go live on good stuff. We got some stuff cooking.
Yep.
We don't know how to do it.
Nope.
But we're gonna do it. It's gonna be awesome.
We're consulting with the best 14-year-olds on the planet.
Oh, the best minds in the game. What do we got? Panic and Coffee and Tea at Panic and Coffee and Tea. You were at Panic and Coffee and Tea, and you saw some influencing happening yesterday. This is kind of a great story.
Panikin is a beautiful building, an older railroad station.
Yep.
And so it's got a great backdrops, great colors, good light.
Yellow.
It attracts the influencer like bees to a flower.
It's one of the most Instagrammable, definitely. I think Swami's Beach and Panic and Coffee and Tea, two of the most Instagrammed and Instagrammable
Come for the
places
coffee,
in town.
stay for the likes.
Was Steve Caballero there? Was Tony Hawk there?
No, not today. I think that's Wednesdays.
So who was the celebs
there was just some people there, and they were just taking pictures of toast and things.
Nice, influencing.
Influencing.
Did you buy anything that they were selling?
No, not yet.
Next time.
I don't follow them.
K2 Snowboarding at K2 Snowboarding. Our friends at Slush Magazine have anointed their rider of the year. We'll give you a hint. He's on the K2 team. So
Slushies.
The Slushy Awards. Not to be confused with the Slusher Awards. Pornhub does that one. It's really gnarly. It's not safe for work.
I wasn't even aware that was a thing.
The Slusher Awards.
Wow.
It's a sect. It's a different lifestyle, Todd, that you're used to.
Okay. All right.
Chemistry Surfboards at Chemistry Surfboards. I did check out their Instagram. They do have stock boards in stock.
They have lots of boards in stock.
Yeah. And can you buy trade-ins from team riders?
Yes.
As well?
They have really good used board selection. If you have a board that's like an old chemistry board, but it's not that beat up, you can trade it in.
And then you can say you're on the team.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll be lying, but
it's all right.
You'll be on Todd's team.
Wouldn't be the first time.
It's not quite the A team, not the C team.
I don't even know what.
Homie team.
Yeah.
Hey, homie team's still team. Online.com. Chris Cantori's out there in the streets.
I've seen it.
Doing some work. You know, he's out there investigating. He's doing investigative journalism, and I'm loving it. New Greens at New Greens. Healthy, happy, body, feeling good. Did you get your New Greens in this morning
yet?
Yet?
I have New Greens
every day.
New Greens every day.
Shaking it.
I shake it. I use the Super Berry, and I put it in. I have like the little shaker thing.
Tight.
Blast it out.
Nanocraft CBD. I just put the Nanocraft daytime.
I need more night. I've used all the night that you gave me.
I got you. Why do you love Nanocraft CBD nighttime so much?
Because I don't like to wake up at 2 in the morning and think about everything that is wrong and maybe like 8th grade problems that I had 35, 40 years ago. I don't want to know that feeling.
You want to sleep through that feeling.
Nanocraft CBD helps me go to bed at my designated bedtime and wake up when the cat decides it wants to go outside.
What time do you go to bed?
Dude.
What are you wearing?
Literally, I've been like out freaking cold by 9 o'clock, like a lot. If I'm surfing in the morning,
yeah,
and I get shit going on, like like my favorite time of the day. 2 of my favorite times of the day are after dinner's been cleaned up. Everyone's like situated. There's no more like drama.
Everyone's happy.
I can just sit in bed.
That's a good point.
And watch a show, and that's probably like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Okay. And then I really enjoy the time from 6 a.m. until 7, when
quiet time in the house.
No one's awake.
So what are you doing in that time? You're making your coffee.
Freaking nothing, dude.
New Greens.
Just listening to the sounds of natural existence.
This guy, he's doing it right.
There's no one screaming at me.
He's doing it right. Adventure.io. At Adventure.io. They're actually working very hard on upcoming spring and summer adventures. You need to be a part of them. Yep. Get the app.
I'll tell you what. If you want to go surfing in Waco, they've just reopened. I think they opened Tuesday. Yes, today. Yeah. Today's their first day back in business, and guess what?
Adventures big and small.
It's the Wild West out there. You can do whatever the fuck you want in Texas.
Go for it.
So go there.
I'll go tomorrow.
That could be your adventure.
You want to get into the show?
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's get into the show. Let's get into the show. I'm working on a new theme song for the show. It's the Monday M.A.S.S theme song for the show.
I like it so far.
I'll go back to the drawing board.
Surf News is brought to you by Hanson Surfboards. Let's talk for 1 second. Everyone's flown on a big jet airplane over to Australia to begin the quarantining. Who is the worst person to have a room under or next to the surfers quarantine? Hold
on. Let's give some context, because not everybody knows what's happening right now. Okay, the championship tour is starting again in Australia. There's going to be 4 events, and the way that this was possible through all the travel restrictions is that the WSL booked a jumbo jet, 1 jet for the whole tour. Unless you're Australian and you're already there. So Brazil, France, USA, etc. They all got on a jet from LAX and flew to Australia, straight to a hotel. 14 days quarantine. Joe Turpel's in quarantine. Italo Ferreira, everybody. Connor Coffin. Who I've seen posting stuff.
Not to mention how fucking weird it is to like fly from another country to LA.
Yeah.
Don't quarantine there.
No.
And then just get on a plane.
Well, okay, so the first big thing that happened before they even got on the plane are 2021 world title Goofy Foot hope Caroline Marks tests positive.
So she tests positive. No symptoms.
No symptoms.
Nothing. She just gets the random test.
Yeah. And it was positive. So she got ahead of it, though. She got right on her Instagram. She said, I tested positive. I feel great. We're figuring it out.
So, worst case scenario is she'll have to wait, 7 days and then test again. Or they probably tested her again right away to make sure it wasn't a false positive.
Yeah, I'm not really sure the policy there, but I know that, so basically if she can get there, she's going to have to do 14 days when she gets there regardless. Right. She'll probably be able to, I would say she'd be able to compete in 3 of the 4 events. We'll see what happens there. Caroline Marks, get well soon.
Or just get over there soon?
Get there soon.
Now let's open up this.
Let's open up the conversation.
Because I feel like this is a great one.
So you
got all these people in the same hotel.
Probably 100 and something.
There's a bunch of pro surfers. Now, the odds of averages here, or what am I saying? Okay, more likely than not, you're going to be next to somebody. Okay, that you know.
Yes.
Who is the worst frickin' person to be next to?
Okay.
Or like just sharing a wall, whether it be ceiling, floor, or sides. Who is the worst on-tour surfer? So far, I think Ichilo is in the lead because the motherfucker's doing backflips all over the place.
They've been there one day.
Yeah, and the homeboy has already filmed 7 backflips.
He's doing backflips in his room. So yeah, you might not want to be in or around Italo, but he is our world champion, so he kind of can do whatever he wants.
Right.
Okay, I love Connor Coffin. He's one of my favorite people. I've been good friends with Connor
know that he's fucking got Mumford & Sons cranking in his room.
Well, him and along with Joe Turpel, and I'm not sure who else, but they definitely brought guitars.
Yeah.
I would have brought a guitar. That would have been the same.
Yeah, but they're playing fucking Bubbly Toes over and over again.
Well, you got Connor playing the Grateful Dead. You got Joe probably playing some, Jack Johnson type of stuff. They're both good guitar players. They can both sing. But do you want to hear that every day for 14 days?
No.
You're going to need to get some good headphones. I love you, Joe and Connor, and I wish you the best on your 14-day quarantine. Maybe mix up the song selection.
Do you think anyone brought a PS5?
Oh, you would be smart.
Because if you did, then that is
I don't think a lot of the championship tour guys strike
bullshit,
me as gamers.
Dude. Bullshit.
Oh, who?
There's a lot of people. Everyone plays Call of Duty. I swear to God.
Well, I think so, but I haven't seen any video evidence of it.
Well, if you are out there and you're on the tour and you're listening to this, I want to know what your gamer tag is.
What time is it in Australia?
No.
I can't call anybody. Because my phone's filming us.
But anyways, yeah. So,
and then, okay, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, then you've got the excessive workout people.
Yeah.
So you got Ichilo's just doing backflips for fun.
And hard push-ups.
Right, and then you've got excessive workout people who are constantly doing workouts.
I wonder who that would be. That's probably everyone else.
Right.
You've got families with little kids.
Oh God, that sucks.
I would want to stay next to Connor and Joe because I'll jam with them.
Right.
I don't want to stay next to baby, family,
screaming Jordy baby.
Yeah, that's just me.
Okay.
I wonder too if they're going to be able to hang out in and around the hotel, or are they truly stuck in the room?
No, you're stuck in the freaking room, dude.
That's harsh. But I guess
stuck in the room.
You know what though? It's worth it, and I like that everyone except one person decided to go. And remember, last episode we talked about somebody asked a question: who is most likely not to go? That was actually CJ Hobgood asked the question: who's most likely not to go? Our unanimous answer was Kelly Slater. Guess who's not going?
Kelly Slater.
Kelly Slater's not going. Why is he not going?
I don't know.
Because, in his words, foot injury.
Mm-hmm.
You and I are both over 40. We know what it's like to have injuries that just last a long time.
Right.
You and I are not surfing pipeline or chopo getting
good
smashed.
waves in general.
Yeah, or we don't put our body through the same torque and our joints through the same excessive force like Kelly Slater does. Therefore, our injuries probably aren't as bad as Kelly Slater's.
Right.
But the fact that it was such an easy call to not go.
Yeah, but you got to think about, so Kelly's 46?
47.
47.
Yeah.
So I
think
he might have early onset of narthritis.
Oh no! Hope not.
I have narthritis in my knees.
You do?
Yeah.
What does it feel like?
They're just stiff, and some days they work better than others.
I got narthritis.
Oh.
Hey! So Slater didn't go. He says he's been struggling with ongoing injuries in both ankles since the Pipe Masters. His right hip. He had a previously broken foot. So he thinks he's going to maybe get there sometime, but we'll see. Mm-hmm. And that's another thing why you kind of gotta like Kelly Slater. He is mysterious,
dude. He's like he can do whatever the hell he wants.
I mean, if LeBron said, "No, I don't feel like playing the
one of the things I think that is very interesting is when you look at okay, so there's my new traveling family heroes are the Kerrs.
Yeah.
Because it just seems like they are everywhere now. Anywhere fun, the Kerrs are there.
Yes.
So they're in Australia. I don't know if they're doing the air shows.
I don't know.
At some of these events. But anyways, so then there's these people that kind of have to parallel the tour because that's where media is.
Yeah.
And that's, so you've got those people blowing in there.
Yeah.
So this doesn't just affect the whole quarantine thing is affecting a lot of people.
Yeah.
So and it's not just easy to blow in, because then I'm sure once you get into the event, there's COVID protocols in place there.
Yes. And then
and testing and
probably when you cross the borders within.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that.
Australia, because they're gonna have to get on another plane to get to M.A.S.S.
And Melbourne's it's gnarly there, right? And Victoria's
We'll see how it shakes out. I hope for the best. I really want
this.
I do
too. I mean,
I'm excited for the Rottnest Island.
Let's fucking go.
Rottnest Island is an event that I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to all of them. I just want to see it go down. But Rottnest Island sounds rad. I like the name of it. That's where there's little animals.
What?
The little
Gerbils?
herpes bears.
What? Drop
the bears with syphilis.
Oh, we were talking about them. Syphilis bears.
Yeah. They're so cute. They're so cute. Which is always the problem when you think of STDs. You're like, but the bear was so cute. He was so cute. She was so cute. I could have never guessed it.
Didn't know it had syphilis.
I don't know from experience, because I've never been around those bears.
Right.
But we'll see what happens. Championship tour.
You
might not have to worry about COVID if there's syphilis bears around.
Would you consider them bad news bears?
Yeah. You're not supposed to touch them, but some people do. Mm-hmm. And that's bad news. You're right. You really wanted to pat on the back for that one.
I've got a lot.
Would you call those puns?
Yeah. My whole life is based on puns.
Have fun with that.
Mm-hmm.
You're like Rapunzel.
Mm-hmm.
This is not good news. This is shocking, horrible news. So we heard the news about a surfer that had died at Rincon. It was pretty mysterious. Out in the water due to a collision. So there's news coming out. Guy was 51 years old. His name was Jerry Gilhool. He lived in Ojai. Kind of not a random fact, but so what happened, and the reports aren't super clear, but there was a surfing collision at Rincon. A guy was paddling out. The other guy ran into the guy, something underwater, fins. I mean, it's just so shocking and so weird. The guy who actually died was the tour manager for the band Dawes. You remember that band?
No.
They're really good.
Dawes?
Dawes.
Huh.
They used to be called Simon Dawes, and now they're just called Dawes. But yeah, it's shocking. The guy's a great surfer, beloved, and definitely.
Well, I guess we say this a lot, but it's like shit can come at you at any point.
I know. You don't want to leave.
It's so scary.
You don't want to leave things unrelated. But you don't want to leave things. You know that nagging feeling you have. You're like, I gotta apologize to so and so, or I gotta call and reach out to so and just tell them what's up. Don't belittle those instincts, and do your best to just do that. If you haven't reached out to Aunt Edna in a long time, a simple text: "Hey Aunt Edna, love ya. Hope you're having a great day.
Sorry about the holidays.
Sorry I didn't call you for the last 5 years.
I was gonna say it really puts things into perspective with I'm guilty of it, and we all are, of staring at your freaking phone.
Yeah.
When
it really only takes 30 seconds to make somebody feel good.
Or that could be the last thing that you did with your life was stare at somebody else's life.
I'm sure a lot of people on the road, the last thing they remember is, what, this picture only got 7 likes on Instagram.
Yep.
Anyway, don't text and drive.
Go out and do something and feel alive, because some people are not.
Yeah, that's true. There's some QS events going on right now. We'll give you the update next week. It's spring in Southern California, therefore the
This
waves
means
are
about to
shit
turn to
house.
dog shit here.
That was negative. We both just went so negative.
I feel like we've still got a couple weeks before it turns to full dog shit.
Right now it's just...
Usually it's May 1st. It goes full dog shit for at least a month and a half.
People don't really remember. I think every year you're just so excited for winter to be over and potentially to have things cooling up. Warming up.
Dog shit season sucks though.
Yeah, but you don't remember it, and then spring comes around, you're like, oh, spring is here, and then you look out and it's cold, windy, flat.
Hey, so I think that we should talk about this.
But you should still go surfing anyway.
I was reading about this morning, and so 2 days from now, what's today, the 9th?
9th.
Okay, so the 11th is the day that the shit officially hit the fan last year.
1 year?
1
COVID?
year.
So wait, what day are they saying was the day that it started?
Well, the day that everything locked down was the 11th.
March 11th.
That's it was like a cascading effect of schools shut down, then sports were canceled, then concerts and everything just fell, and then a week later, all of our beaches shut down.
Oh my God, I remember
So it's
that.
I was just thinking about this the other day, and I was riding. We got our e-bikes pretty much now, like our Super 73s.
2 years ago though.
No, that was this year.
No, that was last year.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
2 years ago.
No, we just got them last.
I think it's 2 years ago.
No, it isn't, because I got it right before the shit
Oh my
happened.
God. You're gonna yell at me in front of everybody?
No, I'm just telling you. This was like.
You think you think we've had those Super 73s for 1 year?
Yes, I know we have.
Okay.
So
I believe you.
I'm just saying, this time I was riding my e-bike down the street this morning and just thinking about how last year, when the beaches closed, one of the activities to get out of the house when we didn't know what the hell was happening was and it was just raining every day for a month.
And the water was brown.
It was brown because of the.
God, I'm getting
blue.
PTSD now.
Right, I totally
it.
had it this morning. I rode down to Beacons and was just like, damn,
I remember this.
This time last year, it was every day was like Sunday.
Yeah.
It was
a lot of sweatpants.
There was no cars on the streets. No, no one knew what was happening. There was fucking no toilet paper.
No TP.
And then all of a sudden, they opened the beaches back up in May, and we could only get to our surf spots by walking on the.
But I did notice that when they opened the beaches, the toilet paper started coming back. So I think people were making that really crucial decision between shitting and surfing.
Right.
And when we got to surfing, so all they were doing for a month was shitting.
Right.
Therefore, the toilet paper was going. But when people started surfing and walking on the beach, the toilet paper usage went down. So you see the correlation here between shitting and surfing and toilet paper and COVID, the pandemic, the World Health Organization.
I will never understand why
QAnon.
Why people thought that hoarding toilet paper was a good idea.
QAnon.
Literally everything is toilet paper.
Probably QAnon.
Probably QAnon.
I think QAnon should be who we blame for everything moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You mean instead of Brad?
Right.
Fucking Brad.
Blame QAnon.
All right.
Do you have any other surfing news?
Not currently.
Not right now.
No.
Okay. We'll have more surfing news next week. More will be happening. All the surfers are in hotels, so we can't talk about it. Skate news is brought to you by Adventure.
I will say this.
What?
In addition to surfing.
I gave you multiple opportunities.
I know, but I'm just saying, if there's any time for us to get one of those people on the phone or on the whatever, it's now, because they ain't doing shit.
I know, but
what time is it?
I don't have the phone.
What time is it there?
You have the phone.
But what time is it there?
You have a phone.
I know, but
I don't know what time it is in Australia.
Hey Siri, what time is it in Australia?
You have to push a button.
No, I don't. She just knows. Hey Siri, what time is it in Australia?
I'll be over here.
She's gonna tell me.
In Canberra, Australia, it's 5:01 a.m.
Call Joe.
I'm not calling anybody at 5 o'clock.
Damn it.
At any rate.
If we did, okay. So how about
are they
this?
still in quarantine next week?
Yeah, and
They'll
we
be
usually record this later, so by the time we record it, it'll be 7 or 8 a.m.
And you know,
call everybody.
And people will be losing their mind next week.
They might answer. I don't know.
There's still people are still kind of pretending that we're gonna be okay. This isn't that bad.
1 day in.
Yeah.
You got it.
All right.
It's better than prison.
Prison's a lot more rapey.
There's no, No, internet in prison. You know what
That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's continue.
Skate news brought to you by Adventure.io. Raymond Pettibone, the famous punk rock artist, has teamed up with the Skate Room to make a limited edition of decks. 50 editions, so they're a set of 6 Raymond Pettibone art. You get the 6 boards. It's $3,000, but they're going to help raise $50,000 for the Skateistan skateboarding school in Afghanistan.
Very rad.
Awesome. Yesterday was International Women's Day. Adidas Skateboarding announced a dual release with team riders Nora Vasconcellos and Maité Steenhoudt.
Yeah, I saw. I just started following her on Instagram.
Ripping.
Super ripper. Funny as hell.
Funny. Is she the European Nora?
Kind of. I think it would probably be an overload of personality if you had those two in a car. Like it would probably.
I don't think so.
You might jump out the window.
No.
A little bit.
Because they're funny, and not in an annoying way. I don't know Maité. Awesome person, seemingly through the land. I would love to skate with Maité, because I'm already inspired by watching.
Mm-hmm. And she's from Belgium, correct?
Yes.
Very cool. Yeah, she rips a lot of, just I would say like interpretive spastic skateboarding.
I'm going to show that part to my kids because they always love to see, cool and influential or inspirational creative skateboarding, and both of them do that well.
Yep.
I have a random piece of nerd news that somehow got thrown into skate
It's
news.
good though because it really breaks things up. Okay, this just in.
This should be a nerd news, but
no,
it's kind of skate news.
It's kind of skatey.
You want to break the news? And don't be bummed out there, but let me just don't be sad if you're into this. And now it's outlaw. It's legal.
This just in: Wyoming to outlaw bestiality. Film at 11.
It's true. So apparently in Wyoming there's been some incidents, people breaking into stables and whatnot, and having their way with, or as the newspaper eloquently puts it, making love to animals, which will now be a misdemeanor. So it's not a felony. It's not. It's bad. It's not that bad. It's a misdemeanor.
What if you love the animal?
Well, there's a question of consent.
What if there's love involved?
Because there's a question of consent. The animal does not consent, and therefore...
We all know how that went for that guy with the dolphin.
No, I don't actually. How did that go with the guy with the dolphin?
A man fell in love with a dolphin.
Oh, I remember that.
And then he claimed that the dolphin loved him back.
Which,
I mean, who knows? Maybe.
Yeah, but we don't know. So therefore, it's a no-go zone.
Yeah.
Bestiality is outlawed in Wyoming. And a lot of people were doing bestiality tourism. So now the bestiality tourism...
What?
I don't know. But bestiality tourism is going to take a real hit.
Yeah, I'm here for the bestiality tourism.
They're like, well, at least we can still go to Damn it, Wyoming.
Yeah, petting zoo.
So
Heavy petting zoo.
You could face
That'd be a great name for a band. Heavy petting zoo.
It's an album.
Is it?
No effects.
Oh, I guess
remember the cover?
Damn.
Okay,
you're right. You're right.
And it's funny. I just watched a little mini documentary about that album. That album got them banned from many record stores.
Well, apparently not.
Heavy petting zoo.
Not in Wyoming.
Fingering a sheep on an album cover. More good skateboarding news. That was a misplaced nerd news. That's crazy.
It was great though.
That's
it really brought it to the next level that we needed it to be.
It's been 1 year since Jeff Grosso, one of the greatest of all time, in many different ways, passed away. The LA Times just did a big article called "Who is Jeff Grosso?"
Yeah, this
premiered just the other day. Features, Tony Hawk plays a big role in the production and on screen. A really cool. You never know when outside entities come and do skateboarding stories. You just never know how it's going to play sometimes. In this case, this is obviously a very, touchy, important subject. Jeff Grosso is so many things to so many people. This had to have been done right.
Right.
And I think by getting Tony Hawk involved and the other players involved, it was done really well. Definitely recommend you out there. If you're a Jeff Grosso fan or not, a skater or not, it's still very interesting and a really cool piece for an awesome guy. And I like that he's being appreciated so much still, and for all the things he did, not just in skateboarding, but to me his most impact was Love Letters to Skateboarding. Kind of what he did to just hold the torch of skateboarding high since when he was a quote top pro to now. I mean, that to me is his legacy. Well, great skater.
He was the guardian of everything,
of skateboarding.
Yeah. Like they said, he was the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
And like he and Jake Phelps both were two people that were, different styles of being guardians of the sport. But it's cool. Or just skating in general.
It'll be interesting to see who kind of steps up to be that person now.
Interesting.
We'll see who's next. Who will carry that torch? Jenkem, one of the best skate sites there is, just released a how-to story. How to be a successful skate vlogger. Would you like to become a successful skate vlogger?
No.
Well, you don't have to.
Good.
But if you want to, here's some helpful tips from our friends at Jenkem. They're big fans of the show.
We're talking not Instagramming.
How to be a successful skate vlogger.
Well, is vlogging like the thing where you go, like that's more like the YouTube?
That's where you talk into the camera.
So we're not talking like Instagram?
No.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
YouTube vlogger.
Go ahead now.
Okay, here's how to become a successful skate vlogger. Chill on the skating. Your skating should only make up 10 to 20% of your most skate-centric vlogs. Film your warm-ups, a bail or two, go to a ditch, and you got to talk, instead of filming tricks, you film yourself going to get coffee, pushing through the bike lane, talking to random people in the street, showing off your new home studio. So that's the first thing.
I will definitely chime in on this because I think it relates to all the people that vlog.
All vlogs.
All vlogs that happen to do with the sports that we love, whether it be surfing, skating, or snowboarding. There's an awful lot of just like busy work.
Right.
And it for instance, our friend Ben Gravy.
Yes. One of the most successful surf vloggers.
Brent Barley his is a little more to the action.
Yeah.
But when you think about Gravy's, it's like you're freaking wading through him, fiddling around in his glove box for 15 minutes before you get to the part where he surfs the best tanker wave ever.
Well, and that's the formula, and I think that is why it works. Look at who is J.O.B. Ben Gravy, Koa Rothman's vlog, the Florence's vlog, Braille Army. All these vlogs are similar in the way that there's a long setup.
Yeah,
and that's kind of that's what's the difference and interesting stuff.
It just seems like a really fucking. It's like the movie Contact.
Yeah,
remember that movie? It's the whole fucking movie is setting things up to be the aliens are coming, and then at the end, it's your fucking dad.
Well, you're cursing a lot today. Are you upset?
I had a lot of coffee.
You did have a lot of coffee. I like it. It's different. It's different. I like it. Millions of people like it.
Why can't you just start with being all right?
Because then it's just an action clip. And then it's just...
But it's not, because you're talking. What if you just talk kind of intersprinkled talk?
But that's the magic of the vlog, is it lets people into the real life, the real world.
Then I'm saying some people should maybe not vlog.
Okay. That's fair. But if you want to be a great skate vlogger, I got more tips for you.
All right, okay, let's go.
Talk to your audience like they're your 10-year-old nephew. So you can't be cursing a lot. If you're going to be a skate vlogger.
What if your 10-year-old nephew's a sailor?
That's true. So, yeah, see,
What?
You're hanging out with the boring crew. You're going to want to curb your profanity. The less you curse, the more likely someone from the Braille camp will hit you up, and you're going to become super rich YouTube star.
Okay.
Here's an English to Ned Flanders translator. use it whenever you get a shinner and want to yell "fuck." And I didn't copy the rest of it.
Speaking of Ned Flanders, you know the skating Ned Flanders from I think he's from the UK.
Yeah.
He's the guy that dresses like Ned Flanders. He has like a Ned.
No, I don't know this person.
Oh my god, this guy's great. Anyways, continue on. It's basically what it is it's I forget what the guy's name is, but I enjoy his skateboarding, and he kind of dresses like a school teacher. He does a lot of no-comply tricks, and he has a Ned Flanders mustache.
Yes.
Yes.
While you look that up, so here's a couple other things.
I don't even care anymore about it, really.
You know, right around the city, Slang Cheap merch. That's us. Mm-hmm. We're gonna have more merch soon.
We're not really a vlog, bro.
No.
We'd love to be.
We're a plug podcast thing. Okay, so that's one of our friends at Zoomies. Yeah, any more skate news? Skateboards are selling like hotcakes, and that's great. That's the big news. They're still selling. There's still a lot of people skating. There's still great skate videos popping out. Couple videos that I just watched recently. They're awesome. The Nora Maité video, or Maité's new video that just dropped is awesome. Her Adidas video. There's a Converse video with Louis Lopez and I believe Jake Anderson, and they're rolling around. No, that's not that. Louis Lopez and his they're one night in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna stop talking about that.
Chris, in other action sports news, the people John Antosky's People of Encinitas season 2. It's
dropping?
It just dropped. You made it.
No, I didn't.
You did. It's kind of like, it seems like it's a...
Is it reissue?
It's kind of a reissue, but Tyler Mars is
couple
on there.
Added people.
Look at Tyler Mars from Moon Age is on there.
So this is an artist that does
Sketchy Tank.
Local luminaries.
Sketchy Tank is on there.
Oh my gosh, I got to get in on this.
Tony Hawk is on there.
T-Hawk, the Birdman.
Wait, see who else? The woman that walks the freaking dreadlock dog on Neptune's on there. Who else is on there?
No one knows what you're talking about.
I don't care.
You don't.
The Mats and 2 are on there.
Now I know what you're talking about.
Who else? COVID Man is on there.
COVID Man.
Yeah. Dr. Disrespect.
What?
You know that guy, the video game vlogger? Andy Davis is on there.
Wait, Dr. Disrespect is from Encinitas?
Yeah, he lives in Rancho.
What?
You didn't know that?
No.
You ever see? I've seen him at Lofty like 1,000 times with his black Lambo.
I did not know that.
Look, Andy Davis.
Sweet. We're gonna post that. We're gonna post that on our the Monday M.A.S.S Instagram, so you all can enjoy it.
I'm bummed we didn't make it on the bike.
Seems like the bike would have been a good.
Seems like the bike would have been good.
Text him. Right. Snowboarding news is presented by K2 Snowboarding. Snowboarding season is still happening, and we're getting into contest season. Todd, you got a big, hefty, hardy, thick schedule coming up. Don't you? Tell us about it.
We are going, and by we I mean myself,
okay,
the frog in my pocket. I'm going to be announcing a World Cup snowboard event from Stamford, Connecticut, starting on Friday, and the event. There's
a good mountain there, huh?
No.
Why are you going to Stamford?
Because that's where NBC lives.
Okay.
The event is actually taking place in Aspen at Buttermilk. So that's where what they're doing here is the formula for X Games. They're gonna replicate that for 2 events in a row because X Games work. They're like, okay, we can control this whole bubble situation here.
Buttermilk.
Butter bubble. So we're going to NBC to call this thing, and that's the first one. So that gets over at Butterface. Butterface is over next Tuesday. I believe next Tuesday is the big. It goes half pipe slopestyle big air.
Can I interject?
Yeah.
How many times do you think if I subliminally said to you
Butterface
from now until then?
I would say it.
Do you think it's possible?
Yeah, I would say it for sure.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so
Butterface.
So there's this is one.
Where is this at? Sorry.
Butterface Mountain.
Okay, Aspen. Astaface.
Yeah, Astaface, Butterface, and Astafin.
Astaface.
So at any rate, no one's really competed since X Games. There's a lot of people that want to get back in the jersey.
Oh yeah.
And go. Do they wear jerseys? They didn't wear jerseys anymore.
They don't wear. They don't wear bibs.
They don't wear bibs anymore either. Anyway, they all want to get in the start gate. People want to compete. A lot of these kids live to do this kind of stuff. So that it's good news for them. I get to sit back in the booth again, which is great. I haven't done shit like
I'm excited
that.
for that.
I need to sharpen up the tools again.
Well, you're doing it right now. You're talking. You sound
but with the snowboard events, I have to start adding because there's a big air and there's slope style, and big air is when I'm like, I hope they have good camera angles because I won't even know what the hell happened.
Okay.
People left the lip.
I got Todd's action figure in my hand. We're gonna do some practices for you.
Okay.
Okay. Here's the jump.
Okay.
And talk us through it.
All right, here he comes. Coming into the jump, he's counter correcting onto his heels. You just count them out, folks. There's 7, 8, 9, 10 80s, 12 60s. Now we get the first cork. I don't know. This is gonna be a shit show.
Oh, Todd, Todd is not doing any toe side grabs.
No.
Is this by Hasbro?
No, that's not. This is by. I don't know who this is by, but it's great. It's
so Todd.
Too bad you can't get action figures of me anymore. But anyways, so that first event will go down this weekend coming up, and then straight on its heels into the next weekend is the Grand Prix. So it's 2 back-to-back events.
Grand Prix.
I will actually be in Aspen for the second event
at Butterface.
So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to going snowboarding. I'm looking forward to being part of it again.
Fair.
I'm going back east to like I said, to the NBC offices, but I'm going to go and snowboard on my local hill again.
Nice.
It's a couple hours away. We got a couple days off. I'm going to go and shred where
Wabash Creek.
Wachusett.
I was close though, right?
Fucking close.
I read the book. I read P2, P3.
So I think that's cool. I think it's cool that we've got some events coming up, and here's the crazy thing is, everyone right now seems to be at Woodward Park City training.
Right.
Like a lot of people.
Yeah.
You got your Scotty Jameses, you got your Louis Vitos, you got your Taylor Golds, the people that are in the running, and Shaun White is putting in a maximum effort.
Really?
Right now. Ripping the pipe there. Apparently, I've been talking to our boy Gunny. He has been saying that Shaun is up there from lift opening to lift closing.
All right.
Working on stuff.
That's great to hear.
It's it may have come off as harsh a few weeks ago when we basically shotgun blasted him for pulling out of the X Games.
Yeah.
But it really comes.
You did. I was cool.
I totally didn't. It was just because I was sick of it and I wanted to see it go down.
And that was the big caveat with the Shaun White conversation. That's always a Shaun White conversation. Is we just want to see the full ride.
I know.
And now we just want to see him in context.
Apparently, he wants it because he's putting in the effort. Now, will he show up and do these 2 events? I do not know. But if it would stand to reason that if he's putting in this much time and effort to hone his riding, there's only one reason for that, because there's a goal in mind.
Yes.
And if that goal is to show up and take out Yuto in the pipe, or show up and take out Scotty James in the pipe, what better opportunity would there be than at the World Championships or at the Grand Prix?
Can Shaun White do any tricks that those guys can't do, and vice versa? Can they do tricks that Shaun White can't do? Just Yuto, Scotty, let's say.
It used to be that Shaun could just go 10 feet higher than everybody else.
Yeah.
That used to be it.
And that used to be
that would separate him from the rest of the pack. He could do his back-to-back 1080s and his double McTwist 1260.
Like same tricks, just
same
higher.
Tricks, way higher. But now it's gotten to the point where guys like Yuto and Scotty, they're matching him in height, and so it becomes who's got better combos.
Yeah.
And who is it's just cleaner and more wow factor. So that's.
It seems like the judges put a lot more emphasis on just that clean, tight landing.
It is now.
And as before, the shock value of these big spinning airs it's not worn off because it's still shocking every time, but now the judges they want to see that.
Things have been normalized.
Yeah.
It's like it used to be that you'd see a run with
things were abnormal.
Back-to-back doubles. You were like, whoa. And then Shaun came out with the double McTwist, and we were like, whoa. And now it's just normal.
Double, whoa, Angela, Samantha, Joey.
So that should be cool to see.
What show is that?
It was
Angela.
Saved by the Bell? No.
Joey.
Whoa. I don't remember what that was. Blossom?
Man. No. Blossom. Hey, Blossom. Wait, is Joey Blossom's
I don't know.
brother? Anybody out there watching know what that show's from?
Hey, let me. So, here's something that
Here's something that's
we've
been
gotten we've gotten past that. So we're doing some events.
Okay.
We were talking about blogging a minute. Vlogging. Vlogging.
Yeah, vlogging. Video blogging.
When are you allowed to call someone a professional athlete? Like, when could you call? If I was to ask you, what makes a professional snowboarder?
You know, back in the day, I remember this because I have a project that I'm about to unveil with all the issues of Trans World Surf magazine.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking through one, and I remember there was an ad of Bobby Martinez, I believe, and this is the same for snowboarding. Mm-hmm. They used to have to put an NSSA logo on any advertisement with an amateur surfer. If they didn't do that, they would be considered pro. Mm-hmm. So I think across that, none of that stuff happens anymore. I think it used to be if you got a check, if you accepted a paycheck for a pro event, mm-hmm. you're pro. But that still count?
But here's the question I have: is if you are making a vlog and you are getting paid from YouTube advertising,
okay,
does that make you a professional snowboarder?
If you call yourself one.
So,
or if
I guess what I'm getting at is
turns you pro.
There are some people out there that are vlogging for a living. They are subpar, athletically endowed.
We're talking about snowboarding.
This is just we're in snowboarding. We're in snowboard news now.
Yeah, you're right.
Try to keep up.
Brought to you by K2. Yeah.
So you've got these people that are average at best.
Okay.
With large followings on YouTube and their vlogging. They are technically making money.
They're pro.
Would you call yourself a professional snowboarder?
I think these days, some people are more inclined to buy products endorsed by vloggers than they would be by pros.
I just, it's a weird one to me because I remember, back in the day when we were when I was competing all the time or doing all these things and to be considered a professional snowboarder took a long time and a lot of effort climbing up a certain ladder.
Well, you had to have your name on a board from a reputable company.
Yeah, that plus the fact that you had to earn it.
Yeah. Okay?
And then I remember we used to get really annoyed when ski instructor or snowboard instructors would be like, "I'm a professional snowboarder. I make money snowboarding," and we would be like, And I kind of think this is an extension of it. Now, technically, sure, you can call yourself whatever you want, but if you want to get respect in the industry, or
is there still, I don't know, is there still respect in the industry? Is that still a thing?
I think so.
I think so.
But I'm just saying it's a strange one for me to wrap my head around because it used to be a certain way, but maybe now it's not a certain way anymore, and everyone gets a trophy.
And at what point do you start saying former professional snowboarder? Because it's almost like you're always pro.
Kind of. Well,
do you still call yourself a pro snowboarder?
I mean, I technically still get paid to snowboard. That was a high. Those of you that was the soggiest high five ever.
Well, we're out of practice.
But I'm just
so full disclosure, we both washed our hands.
We did.
And we're in here every day together anyway. We're just not that good at high fives.
Anyway,
definitely not professional.
Yeah, it's do you? I mean, I don't sit here and consider myself if someone were to ask me, what do you do for a living? I'd say, I'm
pro snowboarder.
No, I work for NBC.
You should say pro snowboarder.
I have this sick podcast that no one listens to.
He's got a podcast. He works for live events which don't happen.
At one point, I had an action figure. Okay,
this guy was pro and still is pro.
This is a long time ago.
I think you're still pro.
Anyway, so that's a question that I have maybe for people out there. Are you a professional snowboarder?
And we don't care about your answer. We just want you to think about it.
If you had filmed videos of yourself rooting around in your sock drawer and getting coffee and then snowboarding averagely on the hill.
Yeah.
Are you a professional snowboarder?
Are we professional podcasters?
No, because we're not really getting paid.
I don't know.
Anyway,
here's a true professional.
What other kind of stuff do you have going on?
We got a chance to honor snowboarding pioneer Jake Burton Carpenter, March 13th. It's Jake, a day for Jake. Ride, hike, surf, skate, wax your board, whatever. This is the easiest day ever. All Jake would want you to do is go have fun. That's it.
And it was right around this time last year that the U.S. Open. I witnessed one of the craziest things ever, which was basically, it was like the Ride for Jake, and everyone did this big train down the half pipe of like, to commemorate.
Really?
Yeah, it was really cool. It was like,
Everyone's
it was
blasting
right in the middle of the event, and it was just like this train of talent down the half pipe.
That's cool.
It was really cool. But
so March 13th, you're obligated. Do it for Jake. Go have fun. You don't have to snowboard. You don't have to surf. You don't have to do anything. You just got to go have fun. And do it for Jake.
Cool.
He died November 20th, 2019 of complications from cancer at 65 years old. Left an indelible mark on the world. Not just snowboarding, the world. Mm-hmm. And March 13th, put it in your calendars. Put it in your freaking iPhone, whatever.
There you go.
Put it on your BlackBerry.
Put it on your BlackBerry.
We talked about these slush awards last episode, but we had two missing. The big ones.
Slush Magazine.
Slush Magazine Slush Awards. The Women's Rider of the Year. Drum roll, please. Yep.
Wait.
You sound excited.
Hold on.
Give us a drum
I am.
roll. Jill Perkins, your Women's Rider of the Year for 2021 Slush Awards. And the Men's Rider of the Year for the Slush Awards. Sage Kotsenburg, K2 Team Rider. Remember I told you at the top of the show we're going to have some good K2 news later?
There you go.
One of my favorite football players, I know you're not really a football guy, but the New Orleans Saints has a running back named Alvin Kamara, who is such a badass. I mean, the dude looks like when he's on the field, when he's running, he's like a ninja warrior. Amazing.
Light on his feet.
He is now in love with snowboarding.
That's cool, and I saw some footage of him last week, successfully navigating a box on the second day.
Yeah.
First day or second
First day or second day or something. But doing shit that you shouldn't be able to do.
I'll tell you what. Some of that could be accidental or naivety.
Yeah.
Not nativity.
Naivety. Not the nativity scene.
No,
that
not
was
right.
The Jesus and the Mary.
But anyways, if you don't know any better.
Which brings me back to no bestiality in Wyoming. There's no messing around in the manger, if you know what I'm saying.
Really? Danger in the manger?
No danger in the manger.
Wow.
Back to Alvin Kamara.
Okay. At any rate, him sliding boxes like that, just not knowing any better, I just hope that he doesn't get that self-confidence like, oh, I got this, and just gets taught a lesson that ends his career.
Yeah, knock on wood.
Because sliding around on boxes,
I don't even do that.
Boxes are like if you're not a capable snowboarder who is aware of weight distribution on slippery plastic, boxes can teach you a lesson that you will remember for the rest of your life because you probably will have a limp or a little lump out of the top of your shoulder.
I have a torn rotator cuff due to a plastic box, Alvin.
There we go.
And I don't get paid $10 million a year.
Just be careful because you are a professional athlete. Not one of these pretend vlogger ones. But you are the one that makes the real money. Them cheddar biscuits.
Cheddar biscuits.
There we go.
Yeah, just be careful but keep having fun. We're happy for Alvin Kamara. Do you have any other snow news?
Not right now.
Nope.
Could though.
And that brings us to Nerd News, brought to you by Panic and Coffee and Tea, the best in the business.
Chris, yesterday, if you were online, and let's just say that you wanted to queue up Tom and Jerry, the new movie on HBO.
I watched it.
For your kids.
Yeah.
This is just yesterday, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
This just in.
If you turned on Tom and Jerry yesterday, wha-bam, Justice League, the Snyder Cut starts playing 3 weeks early.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
On accident?
On accident.
How does this HBO Max?
Some of the ones in the zeros did not line up, and they provided people.
Are you kidding?
But, like, the only person that's going to put on Tom and Jerry is someone putting on something for their kids. Now, imagine you put on Tom and Jerry because your child is being incessantly annoying, and all you want to do is have a little quiet time, so you turn on Tom and Jerry in the living room, and then within the first 5 minutes, bad shit happens. But you're not in the room.
You're ignoring your children.
You're ignoring your children.
And now their children are being raised by Jared Leto's Joker.
Right. So that's what happened yesterday.
I tried to watch Tom and Jerry with my kids, Quarter of the way in, we flipped it. We went over to the new SpongeBob movie, which is awesome.
Really?
Keanu Reeves is in it. He plays a sage, aka a tumbleweed. It's great. I love SpongeBob SquarePants. There is no skateboarding in it. We should have talked Tom and Jerry in skate news because there's a big skate scene in it.
Yeah.
It's just kind of hard to watch. It's not Who Framed Roger Rabbit. The interaction between the humans and the cartoons just doesn't. It's not quite as cohesive as Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
I don't think there will ever be
Cool
another.
World is another example.
There will never be another movie like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That won't happen anymore.
May he rest in peace.
Roger
Rabbit.
Please.
But you're right. I wish I would have watched it though because I want to see Justice League looks awesome.
Okay. In other animated news,
nerd news,
there is a vaccination special. South Park vaccination special is airing very soon. Which I don't know if you remember the pandemic special from last year.
Can't wait.
It was incredible.
I gotta get back into South Park.
It's really funny, dude.
You have to take a break from it for a while and then go back.
Well, that's why I think it was the pandemic special was so incredible.
Yeah.
Which was like a year ago. Even like, dude, Lion King
1 year ago.
Tiger King hadn't even premiered yet.
Remember life before Tiger King?
But I'm just saying, that seems like 17 years ago.
Yeah.
And it hadn't even come out yet.
Right.
Anyway, so the vaccination.
And Tiger King's still in jail.
The vaccination special. Yeah, he didn't get let out.
Damn.
Yep.
Free Tiger King.
So I think that's gonna be. Are we gonna get any more Rick and Morty?
Probably.
I hope so. I miss Rick and Morty.
I got a friend that draws it.
That's cool.
Other nerd news. Justice League is kind of the next big thing.
Well, there's that and the Godzilla movie. Those are the two big movies.
And that's coming straight to your house.
Right. Justice League.
This is not going to last that much longer.
Next Thursday, and then the following Thursday is the Godzilla movie.
We got Disneyland opening soon.
Yeah,
we got movie theaters going to open soon. So a lot of these things. What did I see? I saw something the other day. There's a brand new Disney movie out called Raya. Okay. Not to be confused with the high-end dating app.
What?
Raya is a story about a young woman and a dragon.
Oh.
Is $30 to buy for your TV. The most expensive.
And that's on Disney Plus.
On Disney Plus. Not only do you buy Disney Plus, you pay for that.
Right.
And now you got to pay another $30 on top of that for Raya.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so Disney World is open. Like straight up open in
Florida is good to Florida.
So they're going to have, I believe it's Disneyland. Once we hit the Skittle scale of our colors.
Yes.
I think once we go into the next color, which is fuchsia.
Yes.
They're going to open back up at 15% capacity.
Oh.
So number one, it'll be super hard to get
the pass
to go at 15% capacity, but I truly believe that the only way that I could enjoy Disneyland
is at 15%
capacity. But I would like to go back because I still haven't seen that. The last time I went there was right after Star Wars Land opened. I still didn't get to ride the Millennium Falcon ride. There's the new ride, new Star Wars, the one where you escape.
Star Tours?
No, not Star Tours. The one where you the other roller coaster. There was one that wasn't open yet.
Oh, roller coaster. Yes, yes.
So I still haven't seen that. So I 15% capacity, but then you get there's probably an online lottery and you got to fight those weird Disney people that live for Disney.
Yeah.
They're 50 and they're Minnie Mouse.
Yeah. They have those things on the sticker on their car. What is AP? It's A and then the
AVP,
Disney head.
Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Michael Jackson versus E.T.
There's a ton of great new music coming out that you should listen to.
Really? But really though?
Nerd news. You got any more nerd news?
No, not really.
You got questions I sent you.
I do.
Our questions are brought to you by BN3TH, Beneath Apparel. Radically better underwear.
Hold on.
And Bubs, MTC and Collagen. And Panickin Coffee. All these people bring me questions.
A lot of people bring us things.
Questions.
Okay, here's some questions. This one is by California Mud Motors.
CMM.
Would you rather? He comes with the best would you rather.
He does have great would you rathers.
Okay, would you rather have to wear white sunglasses every day, only be able to listen to Sublime, and have a teensy-weensy meth problem?
Okay.
Or you both get to surf Kelly's wave pool once a month, but it is now saltwater, and they have live sharks, and you are sharing the pool with Laird and the Fresno State women's water polo team who are all menstruating. Oh my God.
Well,
they're really...
That's an easy one because...
You're really hitting it home, like, after you brought up the Laird thing last week. And then I posted the thing.
That tells me that California Mud Motors listens closely, and we thank you for that.
Good. Might be one of three.
He knows. Do you want me to answer that?
Yes.
Well,
Teensy-weensy meth problem.
A teensy-weensy meth problem?
Just a little.
I'm going to be surfing with Laird and the water polo team because if Laird's assessment is correct, the water polo team will be the ones drawing the attention of the sharks. Hence, me and Laird, the only two surfers in the pool, taking all the waves we want once a month. Let's go. The sharks aren't coming for me, according to Laird.
Damn. I mean, do you remember when that quote that he dropped? Was it like a long time ago?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
That shit is not... I mean,
it's not science.
Once our new shirt comes out, spoiler alert.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be fire.
It's gonna be fire.
It's gonna be fire.
All right.
Great question. Wait, you didn't say yours.
Didn't say my what? Oh.
When I grab a
I still haven't surfed
tell
Kelly's.
Me that I'll never be so free.
I want to surf Kelly's pool. I don't care if there's menstruating sharks.
I'll practice Santeria.
White sunglasses. Can we just talk about white?
Ain't got no crystal ball.
Is everyone that wears white sunglasses a douche?
And I finally got the high hour. Spend it.
Did you say date rape?
Yeah. Sublime song. You've ever heard it?
I don't like Sublime. Okay, this one.
Somebody just turned off the pot. What?
Okay, here we go. Unfortunately, the 2021 U.S. Open of Snowboarding has been canceled.
What?
This was,
breaking news?
Well, they canceled it last year.
Oh yeah.
They were like the first one. They started cancel culture, by the way.
Canceled.
But
that question's canceled.
But I would love to hear Todd's favorite behind-the-scenes memory of when the U.S. Open was at Stratton during the golden age of snowboarding.
I believe we already answered this question last week.
Did we?
And I sent it to you like a ding-dong.
You said, well, I have another one.
You said it was Sean Palmer starting a riot in your hotel room and naked Italian.
I have another one.
Okay, good.
This is a pretty good memory. So, it used to be there was a lot of shit talking that would go on in the starting gate. It was a lot. It wasn't so huggy, not everyone's feelings being considered. This, it was more of an abrasive time.
Yeah.
And I do remember this one competitor that we always had, in the top 3 or top 4 of every event was Jimmy Scott, and Jimmy Scott was one of the more abrasive competitors. He really. He would talk.
He leaned into the shit talk.
Kind of leaned into the shit talk a little bit, and kind of, I don't know. It was just he just rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Terry Hawkinson, which is arguably one of the best snowboarders on the face of the planet ever, this one contest at the U.S. Open, Jimmy's about to drop in. It's like the final run, and Terry leans in as Jimmy's leaving the start gate and goes, "Hey Jimmy, I just want you to know that I'm gonna do your exact same run, but 5 feet bigger. Have a good run."
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So that was fairly incredible. Anyway.
That's amazing.
And speaking of smaller airs, after seeing Chris's internet breaking air, in quotation mark, reverse, that he posted last week, I'm wondering if this might be the best surfing aerial ever performed.
Oh, yeah.
What are your picks for the most impressive air ever done on a surfboard?
Most and best
ever
air
done.
Ever done. I mean, Albie Lair has done some incredible McTwist variations. John Florence, he had an alley-oop, which I'm not a fan of alley-oops, but John's alley-oop.
Why are you? I want to know why you're not a fan.
I just don't love them because a lot of times they're just done so hideously wrong. But when you do them right, they jump back up to the top of the list of my faves. I mean, let's just go in recent memory. Nathan Fletcher's air from Stab High, Saltwater Edition,
yeah.
straight giant lofty air, has been my favorite air in the last year, let's say. Felipe Toledo did a back 3 or full back 5 in Brazil when I was commentating a couple years back, which still is stuck in my craw.
I think my favorite still is Curran Capel's backside air at the Waco wave pool.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's done them in the ocean. You know, a lot of people will object to the fact that it wasn't done.
And people are going to fight you in the water for that?
But it was like his, and then also Gabriel Medina's frontside air at that little small beach break day.
In France. Portugal.
Portugal, yeah. He just races down the line and does like a
20-foot.
Huge frontside air.
I honestly think he went 20 feet far and about 8 feet high.
It's like my favorite thing. Like if I could do that, I would do that every day.
Yeah.
I think I would have to ride a fatter board like that one you have on the ground.
Do you think Gabriel Medina is going to be traveling with Charlie or with his new fiance/wife?
Wow. I don't know.
Who's quarantining with Charlie?
Wow.
Good question. Do you have any more questions for us?
Nope, I don't.
That's it. Well, that's the podcast then.
That is the podcast. I will not be here next week because I will be at...
Can we do it on Zoom?
Yeah, we can Zoom it.
Let's Zoom it.
All right. I may be on... Oh, dude, I may be on the actual snowboarding on the hill.
Tight.
And I will leave you with this thought.
Leave it.
If no one smells the fart, you didn't fart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. You're not doing anything next tomorrow with Kent?